damn, look at these credits, but we could have more. We could have more. We need more credits to get more items to be better at the game. But yeah, credit farming. Very important in Warframe. It's probably one of the more important things to do. We always need credits for just everything, I guess. It's just an extra layer of grinding in this game. So you can see on some of the resources, I'll go into, let's just go to guns or something. So you see the boar, it has all these resources you need, but then you also have credits. So it's just an extra layer of credit grinding in this game. Will help. I got 2 different ways today to talk about getting heaps of credits. One's more efficient than the other, but I still use both depending on the situation and everything. But that said, let's go to the navigation. That's the navigation. The first one I want to talk about, and this is mainly towards newer players, is, let's go on to Mars, is your dark sectors. So with dark sectors, especially the defenses, you can read that they produce resource drop chance, infinity, like increase infinity and increase infinity to any weapon type. It does change, so it can change into the main weapon, your second weapon, or your melee weapon. It all depends on what node you do on what planet. But generally with these missions you get an also credit boost, and that is really good for newer players. So say if you are only comfortable playing on Venus, then you look for your Venus Dark Sector, which is Romul, and then you go into the mission. So as you can see from doing 5 waves, I got 10,000 credits. To me that's not a lot, but that's only because of this other technique I'm going to show you. But by doing just 5 waves and getting 10,000 credits for your reward as your as a low level, that's nuts. That's insane. That's a good method at credit grinding that I do a lot for getting credits. Is on Neptune.
The system needs you.
It is the index. So with the index, you got 3 tiers, and to unlock the index, you got missions to do. So you have to. This is why this is probably better for like your more later players. It's because it's on a later planet. So if you're a new player, just stick to your dark sectors. But with this, it is, as you can see from what I'm showing you, you can see 75% potential profit, and you get a return of 1,500. So you have to invest 30,000, but you get 75,000 credits from just doing this one mission. So it's really worth doing, but for newer players you're going to struggle a lot. I struggle doing this one, and this one gives you 200,000 credits. That is 20 times the amount of credits than the dark sector we just did. But I'll just run in a medium risk. I'll invest 40,000, and I'll show you what the mission is and what it does. The thing about these, you have to reach a certain point goal to get your credits back. So you invest credits. If you win, you get your credits back, so you don't lose anything, but you don't gain anything. But for you to get your reward, you have to reach your certain target. So as you can see online, my wager target is 75 points. So to get that, I got to kill these guys. And see these little green points they dropped? And they're floating around. That means that I have picked them up. And you probably heard a certain noise when I picked them up. That just means I have the points and all that stuff. See how I died? I dropped points. So you just don't want to die as you got points, because if you die, then the bad guys can get the points and then you can lose. And you do not want to lose this, because then you lose all your credits. But generally, you want to beef your Warframe, because as you can just see, I'm on a medium risk. not that beefy. It's got really good CC, but it's not really beefy at all. And plus, I'm flying shoot sort of person, like standing still, shooting at people. So, if you dodge a lot, probably doesn't matter, but I suggest maybe running a Rhino on these sort of missions, and just sort of just trying to stay alive, so a frame that keeps you alive. But as you can see, I just picked up a mod too, and the reason why I suggest going to these missions is you also get mods, and as you can tell, mods are really good. But you just generally you want to try to get as well, play it at your own discretion. So if you want to be really aggressive, play really aggressively. If you want to play really passively, play really passively. But what I do is I generally just go invisible. As Octavia, I murder a whole bunch of people when I return it, which is good. But you want to also be running a team while playing this. You can also have an easier time doing it, and also your friends and whoever can also get those points. I'm trying to just complete this as fast as possible. Normally, when I play with people, I just would be sort of being the one that takes the points, runs away, and all that stuff, because I'm not very strong. I just matters. But since what my kit provides, and don't be afraid to try it out even, like, just try it once. If you're not comfortable doing this, don't do it, but I highly recommend when you start getting the good loot, you start like, doing lots of damage to people. You just start doing this as your main resource at credit grind. But other than that, some negatives I have about this is that one, you can lose a lot of credits that you gain, and two, you can also invest a lot of time into doing nothing, basically. So you could invest 10 minutes into doing this and get no payoff, zero payoff, which you sort of don't want that, because then you're going to discourage you and stuff. But trust me when I say this is a really worth. Oh my god, they have a lot of points. Better not. No. Ah, they got that. I'll just be taking these fucking stones. Yeah, but it just all depends on how strong or how far in the game you are. For me, I would say I'm mid game, maybe getting towards late game. So I can invest my time in doing this and all these credits. I know that if I concentrate and focus on getting like these points, then I know for a fact I'll get these points and complete it. So I don't risk the possibility of failing. So I know for a fact that I'm not going to waste time into doing missions. You like that whole town, and then boom, bada bing, bada boom. And see, you can continue this, you can keep on doing that. But as saying that, enemies do get stronger as you do continue playing this. So I'm just gonna leave because I got my points, I got my resources, and I think it's a good time to kick it out. But you'll see that my credits shortly went up to 1 million, and I just run this a couple times, just once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, and get it done. So I have that credit backlog, like backing in it, and yeah, I think that's really good. So an overall review of what I just did. So if you're if you're a newer player, I highly recommend running Dark Sectors. Just because they're easy, efficient, and you do get your resource drop and chance. The only issue in my eyes with these is you don't get a lot of credit, so you have to run this mission a lot. But in saying that, you can run Warframes to make it quicker. So you can run Warframes that do AoE attacks. So ones I recommend are Ember, Nova, maybe if you really are struggling in defending the pod, a Limbo, but that's for another day. But in saying that, I highly suggest for newer players to rush and get towards the index, just because it's so much more efficient, you get so much more credits, and if you have a group of people, you could get 200,000 credits just by running this mission. And if you run it a couple of times with a credit booster, like I did one day, I think we did like one mission and we did 3 rounds, and I got like 1.5 million credits just from grinding this index out. But other than that, that's some of my tactics on getting credits in this game. If you liked what I said, please drop a follow, please subscribe, and